In this video, I'll be showing you how to count from 0 to infinity. But first, I'll show you how to count from 0 to 10. What you want to do is start at 0 and then just count up in steps of 1. So like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is equivalent of doing 0 plus 1 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 equals 10, or 1 times 10 equals 10, so a step size of 1 and 10 steps equals 10. If you want to count to 10 even faster, what you can do is count in steps of 2. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And this is equivalent to 0 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 10, or step size of 2 counted 5 times equals 10. It is still possible to count faster if we count in step sizes of 5. So 0, 5, 10, equivalent to 0 plus 5 plus 5 equals 10, or 2 steps of 5 equals 10. And the crazy thing is we can just count to 10 in one step by counting in steps of 10. So 0, 10, equivalent to 0 plus 10 equals 10, or 1 step of size 10 equals 10. Which means all we have to do to count from 0 to infinity is just count in a step size of infinity. So 0, infinity, which is equivalent to 0 plus infinity equals infinity. So like a step size of infinity once gets you to infinity. And yes, I do know you could count to infinity using finite step sizes if you just counted that finite amount an infinite amount of times, but nobody's got an infinite amount of time for that. You should probably also know that like you can only count to infinity in like one step if you're using like infinity as your like step size, because, well, let's show you. Like if you try to count from 0 to half infinity to whole infinity, which would be equivalent to 0 plus half infinity equals whole infinity, which would be like, you know, half infinity twice equals infinity, but like this wouldn't work because like any fraction of infinity would just be equal to infinity. So like the moment you count to half infinity, you've essentially just counted to infinity, and this would also apply to counting past infinity with like, you know, like counting in steps of double infinity. You would just count to like 1 infinity because infinity times 2 is just equal to infinity.